In today's class, I am discussing about the structure of the power system. Now, what is power system? Power system means the whole electrical network in between the generating station to our load point is called the power system. Electrical power system is a network of electrical components which are designed with the electrical generating station, electrical transmission system and electrical power distribution system. So whole power systems are classified into three stages, that is power generation, power transmission and power distribution. Now this is the structure or single line block diagram of power system including high voltage transmission system. Now this is the generating point. What is the generation? Actually, electricity generation is the process of generating electrical power from source of primary energy. The bulk electrical power is produced by a plant known as the electrical power plant or electrical generating station. The standard generating voltage in our country is 11 kV and sometimes for special cases the voltages are 6.6 kV and 33 kV also. So these are the generating station where the generating voltage is 11 kV inside the alternator. Now actually the process is called the generation. Actually here the process is called generation, but actually this process is called the power conversion, because according to the law of energy we know that energy neither be generated nor be destroyed. We just convert one type of energy into another type of energy. So we always try to convert any non-electrical energy into electrical energy. So according to the electrical engineers, the whole energy systems are classified into two categories like electrical energy and non-electrical energy. So our target is to convert the non-electrical energy into electrical energy. Non-electrical energies are also classified into two categories like the conventional energy source or non-renewable energy source and non-conventional energy source or renewable energy source. Now, what is conventional energy source? When we cannot reuse a source of energy after using it once, then we can consider that is the conventional energy source. Coal, petroleum, nuclear energies are conventional energy source in our country. Similarly, the energy generated by using wind, solar, geothermal heat, biomass, including the animal wastage, is known as the non-conventional energy source. All the sources are renewable and inexhaustible, and they are not cause the environmental pollution. Now, after generation, a transformer is present, which is called the power transformer. In this transformer is definitely step up transformer. In here, the 11 kV generated 11 kV is converted into 132 kV by step by step. Not only by using a single transformer, this transformation, that means from 11 kV to 130 kV done with the help of separate transformers, step by step. So generally the block diagram indicates the high voltage DC transmission system. So after generation, the part of the power system is called the transmission. So the transmission voltage must be the high voltage, but it may be AC voltage or DC voltage. Here the block diagram indicates the high voltage DC transmission line. So at first we convert this 132 kV AC system into DC system by help of a substation which is called the converting substation. Here the 132 kV AC is converted into 132 kV DC, and then after the converting station the whole transmission line is the 132 kV voltage, and which is called the high voltage DC transmission system. So there are a lot of advantages of high voltage transmission system. First of all, the high voltage system has some advantage, because in a power system we always consider the load is always constant for a particular time. So for a constant load, if we increase the supply voltage, then the current will also decrease definitely. So due to low current, there are some advantages. First one, we know the power losses, the formula of power losses is I square R. So if we can decrease the current, then the losses is also decrease in square rate. So high voltage transmission system, loss is minimum. Next advantage, we know losses are inversely proportional to the efficiency of the system. If we can minimize the losses, then the efficiency will be increased definitely. So high voltage transmission system is efficient transmission system. Next, due to low current, the voltage drop, that means I into R drop, is minimum in high voltage high voltage transmission system. So the voltage regulation is better in this system, and due to high voltage, the initial investment cost of the supporting structures and the wires are comparatively low. Now this portion is called the inverting substation, because our supply system is AC. If we can design the transmission line in DC, then definitely after transmission we can convert the DC into AC inside the substation, which is called the inverting substation, where the 11 kV DC is converted into 11 kV AC, and finally the 11 kV AC is converted into 415 volt AC step by step through different types of transformers, and this voltage is the three-phase voltage, and this voltage is finally distributed to the to the distribution portion. So that is the three-phase voltage is distributed in industrial or commercial purpose, and single-phase voltage is distributed to the domestic purpose or single-phase loads. So these are the block diagram of high voltage DC transmission system and power system, and that is the structure of this. Now this block diagram indicates the structure of the power system in single line diagram with high voltage AC transmission system. The system is similar to the high voltage DC transmission system, but the difference is that here in case of DC system there are two substations. One is called the converting substation, and another is called the inverting substations are present. So here these substations are not present because there is the directly AC supply, because our generating voltage is AC and our supply voltage is also AC. So there is no need to design the converting and inverting substations. Now here also a generating station is present where 11 kV is generated inside the alternator, and this 11 kV is converted into 132 kV. 132 kV because of our standard transmission voltage in our countries, we can consider 132 kV. So this voltage is 11 kV is converted into 132 kV with the help of different steps like 11 kV to 33 kV, 33 kV to 66 kV, and 66 kV to 132 kV, and so that's all. So this is the high voltage DC transmission line. After transmission system, that is called the distribution substation. Then the distribution system is starting from this point. Here the 132 kV is converted into 415 volt through a feeder. The line is distributed to the distribution system, and the next part of the feeder is called a distributor, and distributor is passing through the roadside, and that is directly connected with the load point through the servicemen. Different types of loads are present in our power system like domestic load, industrial load, commercial load, municipal load, extraction load, etc. So for single phase load the voltage is 230 volt, and for three phase load the voltage is 415 volt. Now the single line block diagram of the power system, and this diagram is not the simple, that is in the help of this diagram we can describe the power system in details. Now that is a similar point, that is the generating station. Now what is generating station? That is, we already discussed about the generating station. Generating station represent the generating system where the electrical power is produced by three-phase alternator operating in parallel. Generally the generating voltage is 11 kV. For economy and efficient transmission system, the generating voltage is 11 kV. 11 kV definitely is stepped up 132 kV or more voltage up to the length of the depends upon the length of the transmission line and the amount of power to be transmitted. So this voltage, this 132 kV voltage, depends upon the nature of the load and the power system. Now this portion is called the primary transmission where the voltage is 132 kV, and What is primary transmission? The electrical power at 132 kV is transmitted by three-phase, three-wire overhead system to the outskirt of the city. This forms the primary transmission system. So this is the primary transmission system. Now there is a transformer which is definitely a step down transformer where when 132 kV is converted into 33 kV, and this is the receiving station, and this region is called the secondary transmission system. Now what is secondary transmission system? The primary transmission line transmit at the receiving station, which usually lies at the outside of the city. At the receiving station, voltage is reduced to 33 kV by step down transformer from this station, and electrical power is transmitted on 33 kV by three-phase three-wire overhead system to various substations located at the near to the city point. After the secondary transmission, there is a substation where the step down transformer is present when 33 kV is converted into 11 kV, and there is the station bus bar, and from station bus bar the primary distribution line is started. Now what is primary distribution? The secondary transmission line transmit at the substation where the voltage is reduced from 33 kV to 11 kV three-phase three-wire system. The 11 kV line runs along the road side of the city, and this forms the primary distribution. So primary distribution system is flowing to the load side of the city. And next, the portion is called the secondary distribution, when the 11 kV is converted into 415 volt, and here is a step down transformers. So the electrical power from the primary distribution line 11 kV is delivered to the distribution substation. The substations are located near to the consumer's location and step down at a voltage of 415 volt three-phase four-wire system for secondary distribution. The voltage between any two phases is 415 volt unit, and the between any phases of the required, and for domestic load for required 230 volt. The single phase residential lighting loads is connected between the any one phase and the neutral terminal, whereas three-phase industrial loads are connected with the three-phase line directly. So these are the structure of the power system.